This guy's name is Blue, and he's about 9 years old. He's a very distinguished, mature kitty. He is kind and gentle, and I wouldn't say that he is shy, but he's stoic. And the reason I'm introducing you to him is just that I've been thinking about this since the first day I met him in, when was that? Late May? Is that when we met? Because his amputation was in April. So there's this really awful thing because of money that happens with our little creature friends that we invite to come live with us. There's this terrible, and it is unfair. It's unjust. It's absolute horseshit that if you can't pay for a freak accident, for what, it doesn't matter. If you can't pay for a freak accident for that repair for these little people, you don't get to. So and the verbiage I could show you is paperwork. It's the words that they use on his legal documents, on his receipts, the receipts for his hospital records. The words that they use are surrender, owner surrender. And it breaks my heart. From the first time I saw him, my heart broke open a little bit because I don't know why. Prudence was just yelling at me all the time, and she was quite literally climbing walls. So I built her a tree fort. Anyway, this isn't the point of the story. So I did all these things, and we had a leash, and I tried walking her, and she was just miserable. And we've lived in this space before, and she was fine. But then we had started living in bigger places. Maybe that's why. And she needed more space. I think all that stuff is bullshit. It's really because of where I was at. Anyway, and I don't know why. And I talked about how stupid I know it is to have another cat, and attributed it to being lonely and just needing something that I can focus on, or be around, or just not feel lonely. But I don't think that's it either. For whatever reason, an idea popped into my head that Prudence needed a friend, or she needed to understand that I'm not something that she can crawl up inside of, because she would climb my body. And I don't know if you've ever been climbed by a cat. It's not flirtatious, but it's flattering, as well as just an assault. You know that it's painful and that it's wrong, but you also know that this animal has the bone structure of not this guy, my girl, has the bone structure of a birdie, and it does hurt, it pokes, but it could be a 12-pound instead of a 5-pound person climbing you. And the reason that Prudence is climbing you is that I really don't know why, but I love it. And felt like she maybe needed a friend, and just kind of hop, skip, jump, tipped all the way into just loving the idea of my cat lady within me. And I just thought, you can still be a cat lady with 2 cats instead of 20, how many, and 3 is just a crowd. And I have my fish tanks and blah, blah, blah. So decided maybe Prude needed. So with the best of intentions, I set forth and shot for the cat that, I think at first it was the cats that were in the shelters the longest. And then I realized I needed to narrow my distance because I just didn't have it in me to make a 6-hour drive. I narrowed that and then somehow decided on a boy. I wanted a boy when I got Prude. And I didn't even really want a cat. Oh, God, I'm so glad. Anyway, so when I saw his photo, it was one of those heart falls out of your butt moments. But we've been talking, and I obviously don't speak his language. I obviously speak a different tongue, because I thought turkey meant cooked turkey, and now I think it meant raw turkey. And I've been asking him, if your owner, or maybe telling him, if your family surrendered you and you want to go back, like, I will make it my work to make that happen. It can't be as difficult, as anyone wants to make it. Like, I will make that happen. And then I kind of tangle with this idea that maybe I need to fall all the way into I wouldn't give you back if I had the opportunity, because I delight in knowing that you exist. Look how careful he's caring for his remaining back leg. But I would, because it's not fair. It's not fair to take somebody who lives paycheck to paycheck and gets their fix, their loneliness fix from, who could blame you from this? You don't take that away just because they don't have enough, mud pies to rub together. I'm sure that amputation cost like tens of thousands of dollars. And it probably took an hour and a half at max, This poor guy. And I just want his suffering to be over. So for what it's worth, whoever's out there listening, if this is your guy, please find us.